Sometimes the signals are obvious, but let's face it, most guys miss them because they're not paying attention to the appropriate details. Have you ever wondered if she's sending you subtle indicators of attraction or if you're just dreaming? By the end of this video, you'll have a completely new perspective on attraction. Stay tuned because you might be surprised by how much you've been missing sign 1, lingering eye contact. Today, we're delving into 6 unmistakable signs that a woman wants to sleep with you, and we're examining these signs through the lens of Stoicism. These signs are subtle, but once you recognize them, they become undeniable. Let's start with one of the most obvious but frequently ignored signs. One of the most effective non-verbal communication techniques is maintaining eye contact. You can convey a lot with a quick glance, and when it lasts longer than usual, it can convey powerful messages. For example, when someone is merely interested, they will look away after a few seconds. But when a woman maintains eye contact with you for a little longer, it's not by accident. She's communicating with you without using words. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves because it's easy to misinterpret this type of behavior, which is where Stoicism comes in. Lesson number 1 teaches us to be calm, perceptive, and fully present. This means that instead of reacting impulsively, you're paying attention to the subtleties. For example, if a woman locks eyes with you and doesn't look away, she holds your gaze and may even smile slightly. This is an invitation. It's as though she's beckoning you into her space, indicating that she's interested in you more deeply. As a Stoic, you may feel tempted to overthink things or act impulsively, but the goal is to be calm and let the moment breathe. Hold her gaze with assurance, letting her approach you without making it awkward. A Stoic man exemplifies calm confidence. It's about awareness rather than overreaction. Here's a question for you. How many times have you seen a woman maintaining eye contact with you but dismissed it as inconsequential? If so, you might be missing something significant. 2 deliberate touches. Let's take a moment to discuss touch. When it comes to communication about attraction, touch is one of the most telling, but it's also one of the easiest to misinterpret. Here's the deal. It all comes down to intention. When a woman intentionally touches you, whether it's with a gentle pat on the arm or a hand on your knee, it's not only a friendly gesture, rather, it's her way of testing the waters to see how you'll react. Stoicism encourages us to be mindful of the little things and remain in the now. If she touches you for a little too long or makes subtle attempts to make contact, it's an indication that she feels at ease with you. Consider how frequently she would lightly touch your arm during a chat. Her hand resting on your shoulder is an indication of attraction. These are not arbitrary motions. Stoicism isn't about ignoring these cues, but about calmly comprehending their deeper meaning. When she touches you repeatedly in various contexts, it's her way of inviting a closer connection. A Stoic man, however, doesn't get upset by this. Instead, he stays grounded and recognizes her gesture for what it is, a sign of interest. Real-world illustration. As a Stoic man, you would take notice but not become overly excited. Instead, you would remain composed and let her know that you are in control of the situation. The more composed you are, the more intrigued she becomes. You are sitting at a table having a nice conversation when she lightly touches your arm while laughing at something you said. The touch lasts just a second longer than usual. Sign 3. She wants to have private talks. One of the most obvious indicators that a woman is interested in more than just casual interaction is when she begins to approach you for private conversations, whether in a crowded place or via text. If she is making an effort to spend time alone with you, that is a strong indication of deeper interest. Let's break it down. If she suggests going outside for some fresh air or texts you late at night when no one else is around, These aren't random acts. Rather, they are deliberate attempts to create moments where it's just the two of you, and she is testing your reaction to see if you're willing to reciprocate. This is where Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism teaches us to be self-aware and clear-minded in our interactions. A Stoic man understands that when a woman seeks out these intimate moments, she's expressing vulnerability and telling you that she wants a closer relationship, but you remain grounded and avoid making snap judgments. You watch her behavior and allow the situation to develop organically. For instance, if she suggests that you go outside for a little while to escape the noise at a party, she is essentially creating a space for the two of you. This is her way of expressing that she wants to connect with you on an emotional and possibly physical level. As a Stoic, you don't rush or put pressure on the situation. Instead, you stay composed and let her set the pace. Consider this. Have you ever been approached by someone who wanted to speak with you privately, but you didn't give it much thought? What if it was her way of expressing interest? Sign 4. Flirty body language. Body language frequently conveys more information than words, and this is particularly true when it comes to attraction. When a woman is deeply interested in you, her body will frequently show it before she ever speaks. Since non-verbal clues can be the most honest way to communicate, Stoicism encourages us to pay attention to them. What should you be looking for? Lesson number 3. Take note of how she arranges herself around you. If she leans closer when you speak or mimics your actions, she is removing the imperceptible barrier of personal space. Her method of establishing intimacy without using language, Stoicism, aids in maintaining your composure and sense of reality, enabling you to observe these subtle changes without responding hastily. Then observe how she plays with her hair or touches her face. These minor movements are frequently unconscious indicators of nervous excitement or attraction. If her legs are crossed and pointing toward you, that's another subtle indication that she's interested. The important thing in this situation is to avoid overanalyzing or becoming overly eager. A Stoic man recognizes these signs, but waits for the moment to develop naturally, striking a balance between patience and confidence. Real-world illustration. She's fiddling with her hair as you're speaking, or maybe she's leaning closer with her body inclined toward you. These are all indications that she is interested in you, and a Stoic man would recognize them without becoming agitated. Put 5 words of encouragement in writing. When a woman frequently compliments your appearance, it's more than just casual flattery. It's a sign that she's paying attention to your appearance and how you present yourself, which frequently indicates that she's attracted to you both physically and emotionally. Compliments are one of the clearest forms of communication when it comes to attraction. This is when Stoicism comes into play, Ali. When a woman compliments your body, smile, or mannerisms, it's her way of saying that she's drawn to more than just your appearance. A Stoic man doesn't let compliments boost his ego or dismiss them as unimportant. Instead, he accepts them for what they are, signs of deeper interest. She is attracted to your presence because of your self-assurance and the way you make her feel. In these situations, a Stoic man stays composed, recognizing that the compliments are significant indicators of attraction rather than allowing them to control his sense of value. In a real-life situation, she might say, "You always look so well put together," or "You smell amazing." These compliments aren't just about appearance, they're also about how you make her feel. Sign 6. She brings up sexual matters. A Stoic man accepts the compliment but doesn't allow it to affect how he reacts. He keeps his composure and demonstrates his confidence without seeking approval. When a woman begins to bring up sexual subjects or make provocative remarks, it is the clearest indication that she is interested in a closer relationship. This doesn't happen by coincidence. Women tend to convey their aspirations more subtly than men do, so by bringing up these subjects, she's gauging your reaction. Instead of seizing the moment or becoming overly excited, a stoic man remains composed, listens intently, and wisely reacts when a woman raises lesson number 4, covers sexual subjects. She wants to see if you're mature enough to carry on the conversation with poise and assurance. Perhaps she jokes about a scene in a movie or says something flirtatious to gauge whether you're on the same page as a stoic person. You stay calm and participate in the conversation without jumping right in. This demonstrates that you're in control of your emotions and desires, which only increases your attractiveness in her eyes. When it comes to attraction, Stoicism teaches us that although we cannot control other people's actions, we can control how we react to them. If you can recognize these 6 signs in a woman, it's likely that she's expressing interest in more than just casual conversation. However, as a true Stoic, you remain calm, collected, and patient, allowing the connection to develop naturally. There's no need to rush because confidence lies in knowing that everything will work itself out. If you found value in this breakdown of Stoicism and attraction, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. To ensure you don't miss any updates, press the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one.